Hey, what's up, Buck Nation? I am in a very, very festive and joyous mood. I just finished watching the game, and it was a back and forth battle. Not the Cowboys. They really put up a fight, a fucking pillow fight that is, because yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. But let's talk about the game, guys. As you guys know, we just got our first win of the season, beat the Cowboys 19-3, and a lot of my predictions came true. Case in point, CeeDee Lamb is now the number one. Carlton Davis made sure of that. Devontae Davis still got it. Antoine Winfield Jr. is going to be another Pro Bowler, and Devin White is a fucking man. Okay, not a teenager. He's a fucking man. Like, he's old enough to get alcohol. He's a fucking man. But let's just start on it, okay? So here's my notes and everything. I jotted down watching the game. I'm going to start at the 9:02 mark at the first quarter. Dallas get a field goal. They get up 3-0. The first points of the game. So then we get the kickoff. First possession of our ensuing kickoff. Brady's on the field. Get a false start. Cam break, gets a false start, and first game jitters. I didn't make a big. I'm not gonna make a big deal about that. It happens. But luckily, the very next play, Chris Godwin redeemed him with 25 yard catch and run. For some reason, the announcers referred to him as Mike Evans. Now, off the skin complexion alone, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are two different people. Also the jersey numbers, but fine. It's whatever. Mistakes happen. But Chris Godwin, 25-yard completion from Brady to Chris Godwin, got us a big first down. So 3rd and 1, fast forward 3rd and 1, they go for a running back draw, Brady, quick pass. Like, he's going to pass, give to Leonard Fournette, but DeMarcus Lawrence is waiting for him. And 4th down. Had to kick a field goal. 3-3, 5 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first quarter. So, fast forward, 2nd and 8. Dak goes with play action, and Levante David tips it, and Jamel Dean had a clear interception. But he didn't have the room to catch the ball coming down because Levante David was kind of in the way, so he wasn't able to get the interception. And those can kind of hurt. Those can kind of hurt. So we had a clear interception, but Jamel Dean was able to snag it down completely. We go to a commercial, one of those State Farm commercials, and Pat Mahomes apparently likes bath bombs, and he likes somebody to play music while he's taking a bath, and who gives a fuck? Because I don't. But anywho, second quarter, scores 3-3, and Tom Brady next drive hits Mike Evans for 19 yards, and they already got Mike Evans involved. They got him involved already. He's gonna have another 1,000-yard season as usual, as we've seen for the last 8-9 years. Mike Evans 1,000 yards. Then Leonard Fournette goes for a 16-yard run. And then very next play, Brady looking for Julio Jones, incomplete, covered by Anthony Brown. They try to get Julio involved. He had an impact on the game, but Leonard Fournette had even a bigger impact on the game. But I'll get to that in a minute. But it set us up. 4th down, another field goal for Ryan Suckup. We're up 6-3. First lead of the game. All right. The problem is, though, we're getting to the goal, we're getting to the red zone, and we're not punching it in. We keep settling for field goals. You're not gonna win games off field goals. Now, when the Buccaneers was at the red zone, Tom Brady is 58 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the red zone since he's came to Tampa Bay, which is fucking insane. That is a crazy stat. No interceptions since he's been here. So in the red zone, Michael Parsons sacks Brady and made it 4th down. Donovan Smith, injured, did not return for the game. And now it sets up for another field goal for the Buccaneers. But Ryan Succop missed the 36-yard field goal. Still 6-3. Next drive for the Cowboys, offensive interference from CeeDee Lamb because he just elbowed Antoine Winfield Jr. He went UFC John Jones on Antoine Winfield Jr. So it had to go back. So it's 3rd and 10, and Dak throws an interception to our own Antoine Winfield Jr. with great field position. Now, Antoine Winfield Jr. was a Pro Bowl last season, and he had 2 interceptions. He already got 1 now. So obviously he's going to have a career high in INTs this season. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be another Pro Bowl. So Brady, next play, hits a little 13-yard jet sweep to Julio Jones. Again, they're trying to get Julio Jones involved, get him familiarized with offense, get his juices going. They know how he's going to be. 3rd and goal. And again, Michael Parsons, he's just been chasing Brady all over. I mean, in the goal line, he was like, you got to get through me to score. And we couldn't get through him. Michael Parsons with his 2nd sack back-to-back in the red zone. And it's set up for a Ryan Succop field goal. And he got it through this time. And it's 9-3. So Dallas, they go 3 and out. 2-minute warning coming up. And Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis are looking real good, especially Carlton Davis. He is really just all over CeeDee Lamb. He's letting people know, CeeDee Lamb, you're not that guy. You're just not that guy. You got to come, I'm going to son you like I do Mike Thomas. So Brady hit a 5-yard pass to Chris Godwin, and Godwin comes up limping. Now, he just returned from an ACL injury. So, we're waiting with bated breath for the results. He didn't come back for the rest of the game. Neither did Donovan Smith, as I've mentioned. So Brady finally, he's been doing these dink and dunk passes throughout the game, trying to just get in field position. Finally, he finds Julio Jones for a huge 48-yard completion. And Julio Jones is just looking like old Julio Jones for spurts. So it's 3rd and 10. Brady looking for Rashard Perriman, trying to get a touchdown before the half. And Brady likes to do his thing where this is what he's been doing in New England. Where he likes to score before the half and come out and score again. And that really just put the pressure on you. But, of course, he didn't get it to Rashard Perriman incomplete. So it's Ryan Succop field goal. So it's 12-3. At this point in the game now, halftime, CeeDee Lamb only 1 for 6 for 16 yards. Julio Jones, who's not even a starter, not even a number 1, is 3 catches for 69 yards. Dak Prescott is 6 for 16, 38%, his lowest career percentage of passes in his career. And Chris Godwin's out for the game. So, as I said in my last video, CeeDee Lamb is not that guy. He's the Juju Smith-Schuster. Now that he's the number 1 option, he is not that guy. He's getting the top corners of every team on him. He's the main focus. But 3rd quarter comes around, and first play, Leonard Fournette goes 10 yards. 3rd and long, Brady looks for Rashard Perriman, doesn't get him. And now they're trying to test Trayvon Diggs. And this is the 2nd time Brady's thrown to Rashard Perriman, and he's trying to test Trayvon Diggs because with Trayvon is boom or bust. He led the league in interceptions with 11, but he also gave it the most yards. So he's going to gamble. So either he's going to get it, or he's going to give up the yards. So it's a flip of a coin with him. And that's a very dangerous kind of thing to have. The rewards are great, but the consequences can be damning. So Bucs go 3 and out with Kamada. He punts it, hits the scoreboard. So it kind of alters the field position, alters the ball's trajectory, and it kind of lands almost near midfield, almost to the 40. So they had to do it again. Punts it again, ran into the kicker, 5 yards. Not enough for a first down, so we got to kick it again. Third punt. Finally, it goes through. Excuse me. So this is Kamala's first NFL punt that he had to do 3 times in a row. But he finally gets the punt off. And it goes over touchback. So 3rd and 6 in the Cowboys possession, and Devin White sacks Prescott. Not only he just sacked Prescott, he threw his ass to the ground. I mean, he just yoked Prescott, and he sent him back, and he did his little giddy up horsey celebration, which I love. So next play, and they just ran Leonard Fournette to the ground. I mean, he was the bell cow of this drive here. He went 36 yards in 3 plays. He was the bell cow, and it got him over 100 yards. In my last video I made, it took Zeke Elliott 17 games to get barely 1,000 yards. Leonard Fournette had 800. He was already at 100, over 120 for the game, but we'll get to it. Next play, Brady takes a shot at Julio Jones, incomplete. Brady finds Mike Evans for 17 yards to the 5-yard line. And the very next play, finally, Brady goes to Mike Evans, his tried and true, reliable receiver. And Mike hit his beautiful one-hand catch. Finally got a touchdown, 19-3. 625th touchdown pass for Tom Brady. So it's 2nd and 10, and Dak Prescott gets sacked by Anthony Nelson. He gets sacked by Anthony Nelson for 6 yards. But, he got his sack. He doesn't play much. He got his sack and everything. So very next play, Anthony Nelson goes offside. So he kind of just negates his sack yardage and kind of give it back to the Cowboys. And, kind of help him out a little bit, but it's cool. CeeDee Lamb with a catch, finally. I haven't really been mentioning CeeDee Lamb doing really anything in this game. So CeeDee Lamb finally got a catch for a first down. Then Tony Pollard hit a 9-yard run. So Dallas got a little something going on here. So 4th quarter comes around, and the Buccaneers already got 126 yards total rushing. We're just dominating on the ground here. Tony Pollard, he runs for a first down, but Terrence Steele with a penalty. Now, Terrence Steele, their offensive lineman, already had 4 penalties this game. 3 on that drive alone. He just hindered that offense really bad. Dak on 4th down, 4th and 2, throws it incomplete. Almost picked off by Devin White. Devin White almost had it, but turnover on downs around midfield also. So we got good field position. Mike Evans to this point, 5 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. Last year in week 1, he only had 1 catch because Antonio Brown took over 5 catches for 121. So Mike Evans already just took over this game. He's put a stamp on this game. But Brady, tried to force it in some tight coverage, and Donovan Wilson intercepted, but the Cowboys go 3 and out. And Dak Prescott just cannot find a rhythm. He's 11 for 25 at this point. He cannot find a rhythm. So with about 7 minutes, 8 seconds left, Bucs go 3 and out. Dak Prescott throws 23 yards to Noah Brown, who he's really been this game he was their top receiver. So that goes back to Noah Brown again for another catch. And that tried to set up a screen pass to Zeke Elliott, but Levante David read it like a book and, stopped the play from happening. Dak Prescott leaves the game because a couple of plays prior to that, Shaq Barrett kind of got him in his fingers a couple times. So Cooper Rush comes in. So I already know the game is definitely over with. So he throws an incomplete pass to CeeDee Lamb, of course. And Shaq Barrett goes offsides, gets a sack, but he was offsides, and you tell it's obvious offside. So it's 3rd and short. Devin White with another sack. And it's 4th and 15. He throws it, but Mike Edwards breaks it up. And then Cooper Rush at this point is 5 for 10 since he came in. So it's 2nd and 23. Cooper Rush let me back up. Cooper Rush hits the intentional grounding. So it's 2nd and 23. He gets sacked by Vita Vea the next play for 2 yards for 3rd and 23. And nothing else happened after that, guys. We won the game. It was a big statement for us. A big statement for us to hold the team to 3 points. CeeDee Lamb was a non-factor, as I said he was going to be. Ezekiel Elliott did not really play a lot because he's not that bell cow. They really relied on Tony Pollard, but he might be faster and more healthier, but he's not that pass protector as Ezekiel is. But our defense really stood up. I mean, Jamel Dean played great. Carlton Davis was just all over the ball. Devin White with his sacks. Antoine Winfield Jr. with the interception. So a lot of guys was just there, and they helped win this game. So we're undefeated. We're undefeated. And next week, play against the Saints or the Aints. So we're gonna see how that goes, guys. So great win for the Buccaneers, and I'll talk to you guys later.